What's up, Daddy Nation? Welcome back to the Bad Dad Advice podcast. This episode, much like the rest, is brought to you by our friends over at Bierstick. Bierstick, 2 beers in just 2 seconds. And when we drink out of said Bierstick, we prefer the finest beer in all of
Duval.
Bro.
Dude, we just talked about it before we started. That
Listen,
we were
I'm trying to put the name tags up.
He was too busy going whopper.
Bro.
I'm trying to put the name tags up. Chill out.
Where's that best beer from?
The best beer is from VooDoo Brew Pub, located in the heart of San. Sure, we'll call it the heart of Duval County, San Marco. Also locations all over the United States. Are they all in the eastern United States?
Probably. That makes
All over the
sense.
globe, dude. Fuck it.
Sure, why not?
Global, man. Global. VooDoo Mama Brew. What is this? What are we drinking?
Empty calories as always.
Yeah, empty calories. Remember, when you beer stick, drink that light shit. Don't do your Count Choculas. Don't beer stick a Guinness. It's just not a good idea.
Don't be that guy.
Not with that attitude.
No hazy IPAs in here. We
Not
don't
that
need
guy, pal.
All right, I'm going to drink this. See ya.
If you want to see what this looks like, check us out on YouTube. And if you want to get your own beer stick for yourself, you say, I want that item. Use promo code DADVICE, DADVICE at checkout on the Bierstick website. Get yourself 20% off.
And
You're
if
disgusting.
he is.
I love this fucking thing, man.
And
I'll
if
tell
the
you what.
beer stick is not your style, you can go ahead and get the Beer Bro, the old blue snorkel, the old
Does the Beer Bro come in other colors?
I don't think it does. I think it's just blue.
I feel like it should.
Okay, here we go. No muss, no fuss.
No muss, no fuss. Little silver. I don't know why I want to say silver. The little blue snorkel, the little beep boop beep boop.
thought you were
It's
gonna
a
say
shotgun
silicone.
without the mess. You don't have to go worry about any cans or any holes or any stuff like that. You can do it without keys. It fits on any receptacle, and you can just absolutely delete a beer. And also, Spartans won today. Let's go, baby.
That's why his voice sounds terrible, because he's been screaming at a TV screen. Well done.
Jesus.
Well done.
It's not a straw, bro. You don't have to suck it
It's
down.
like I hear the slurps from here.
I'm trying to get my voice back.
That was
So if you like a
incredible.
stick for your beer, you have the beer stick. If you like your own, if you're like more of a bring my own container kind of person, you like the beer snorkel. The what do we call it? The Beer Bro.
beer,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
The beep boop.
The Beer Bro. And if you
Beer
say,
Bro.
you know what, I don't like any of those. I like a red Solo cup. Leave me alone. Well, guess what? We still have a product for you. It is the Bro Coaster Ready Set Drink, or Ready Set Bro, if you
Coaster
prefer.
for bros.
Kosher for bros.
The Coaster for Bros. This is a pressure plate drinking apparatus that will help you time your chugs. We have Ryan Roberson, who's going to attempt a new PR for the podcast.
Let's call it a world record.
It's a world record. We have a 2.2 PR. If anyone can beat it, no one can beat it. If anyone can beat it with a 12-ounce beer in a red Solo cup using the Bro Coaster and sends us a video, $100.
Hold on.
$100.
Before he starts, I think the problem why we haven't gotten any videos in yet is because Robo has already just eliminated so many people. So I'm going to add something to this.
Oh,
One person,
okay.
the first person to send me a video on a Bro Coaster, documented and everything, a full beer, less than 3 seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to send him $50 just to pay for the Bro Coaster.
Oh,
Free Bro Coaster.
One person,
I
three
don't think I've done one
seconds.
over 3 seconds yet.
Exactly. So you don't have to
Oh,
worry.
you just want somebody to send us a clip of using a Bro Coaster.
Because Robo's too good. I think Robo's too good.
Oh, you think it's deterring people from buying
I
Bro
think so.
Coasters? Like, why even buy it? There's no way I'm gonna win.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
the first person to send us one under 3 seconds, $50.
You know
I'll
who's
pay for
gonna
your
do
Bro
it?
Coaster.
You know who's gonna do it? Nick Carmeris.
Do it.
Do it.
He's gonna do it. Nick Carmeris is gonna buy a Bro Coaster. He's gonna send the video in, and he's gonna get his Bro Coaster.
All right, let's see what you got, Robo. New PR.
He's up. He's drinking. It feels slow.
2-3.
2-3.
It's sad that feels slow.
It felt like there was one extra gulp in there. It felt like he had like an extra gulp.
Felt slow.
2-3.
I need to start I need a coaster holster
Coaster holster. We need one.
because I need to start bringing my bro coaster places.
We really do.
Right. Yeah, you need a portable bro
Like I
coaster.
can't take
Yeah,
it
that's
anywhere
what you
because I don't
need.
have anything to hold it in.
Yeah, that's true. That's the one thing that you could need in your life. A way to time your chugs professionally. In addition to those product sponsors, so thank you to all our sponsors. Go out, get yourself a bro coaster, get yourself some VooDoo Brewery if you're in the heart of Duval. I put you on the spot there, Cardwell. Get yourself a beer stick, get yourself some VooDoo Brew Pub, and get yourself a bro coaster. But we have another, before we get into any updates, which is the favorite segment of all of our listeners, we have a gift for the pod.
Oh shit! I forgot.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Trey's
My-
wife Megan got us a gift for the podcast.
None of us have any idea. I genuinely have no idea what's in
Yeah,
this box.
I'm the one that usually buys everything, so she told me to open it. What's in the box from the Anger Mom?
Wait, hold on here. Close it up for a second. Let's do a quick guess around the room
Okay.
of what we think is possibly in this box. Ryan.
I think it is Bad Dad Vice branded beer glasses.
That's significantly different than what he said off the camera.
Wow,
just
that's
to be clear.
interesting. That is not.
yeah, I originally said quad dildos, but the more I thought about it, like,
Bad Advice merch makes sense to you now.
yeah.
Carlo, what do you think it is?
I think I'm actually gonna go with the quad dong.
Okay, so you will take.
Yeah,
You'll
I'm
keep
taking
quad,
it. I'm
you'll keep
taking
quad
it.
dong. Okay, Abs, what do you think?
I think it's a. I'm gonna go back to a hat. I think it's a hat, but I think it's.
It's a
but
heavy
I
hat.
think it's. I
a
think
heavy
it's like
hat.
a. I think it's like a helmet with that holds the beer in the sides with a straw.
Oh.
Okay, it's like a
branded Bad Dad Vice.
Bad Dad Vice.
like a
branded.
men at work
That'd
kind of
be-
helmet.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
That'd
Like
be
a
dope.
like a construction hat.
Actually, if it's not that, I might be disappointed now.
I'll be pissed.
I was gonna say like drinking paraphernalia, but like I feel like we have so many sponsors that like I don't know if I'm gonna go drinking paraphernalia. I think it's something for like this table. I think it's
Like a
Yeah.
snow globe.
I think it's some kind of something for this table. That's what I think it is.
Maybe D&D stuff.
No, probably
Would
not.
love
it
that.
better not be D&D
Why
stuff.
not
That's so
Dungeons and
stupid.
Dragons
I'll
stuff?
be so fired up.
Okay, we are now opening a box. If you want to watch this, check us out on YouTube. We'll see. Okay, I see some merch. Yo,
What is that?
this?
I have no idea.
Oh,
what
they
this
go on the microphones.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh.
is. We're so official.
Oh,
now.
Bad Dad Vice microphone things.
How do we do this?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't think they fit
I don't
on
think
our
they fit on our
microphones.
mics.
No, I think we're gonna have to.
You
Do,
gotta
I think we're gonna
undo
have to do this.
We'll have to do it after.
Yeah, we're not gonna all unplug our mics right now. These are little microphone
This is for when we go rogue.
boxes things. I don't know what they're called. What are these? What would you call these
Microphone
Mic boxes.
shields.
things? Mic boxes.
Do you think
No,
I can
that's
just take
cool.
this off and put this on?
These are
No, I don't think that's
All right, what's up, everybody?
It does not sound any. No, it does not sound better. No, I think it's like for down here. I think it's like for this. Like
Yeah, I think it's the bottom part.
It goes around the back side.
yeah, but you have to
All right, I'll
unplug it.
one. All right, unplug my mic.
All right, we're just gonna do this in real time. We're doing it live.
Thank
if you're
God we're gonna shut them up finally.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
oh, that is kind of sick, dude. I like that.
Oh shit, my shit broke.
Ow, God.
Ow,
no,
dude.
come on.
sorry.
Where nobody else is gonna do this. We are gonna have it on Abs's mic, and it's only gonna make it heavier. This is not great.
The broken
Of
one.
all the people
the
to do
broken
it.
one. That's what we
Yeah.
did it with.
How's it look?
I think it looks
Yo,
sick.
that's cool.
Yeah, this is
Dude,
sick.
I
That
think
looks
it's
pretty
kind of
good.
sick, dude. Yeah, I
That
think it's
looks
cool.
pretty good. Damn, I'm
Yo,
jealous.
Megan.
This is sick. Yo,
What a-
shout out Megan.
Yo,
Shout out Megan, but like not gonna lie, wish it was a beer helmet.
Wish it was a construction hat beer helmet.
I don't know, dude. I
No,
think
this is pretty.
is
This is pretty dope.
in terms of like making it like making us look even more official.
Yeah.
It
Pretty dope.
looks. I mean, and then every clip is now gonna have like a little like your
But can
logo.
you
in it.
actually see this from the camera? Can you actually see the logo from
Yeah.
the camera?
Yeah, why wouldn't?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able?
Okay.
To?
I was
I'm
thinking-
kind of wish
my-
it was a
'cause my-
quad
and
dong.
And
what-
the other thing I
microphone.
like is that it like when you put it like that, the logos looks good from this way or from where I'm at. Because it's
Right,
like
right.
facing down on one side, then
It's
facing
for
on the
us.
side on the
it's
other.
for us.
Right.
We can see each other. And
A
we
lot of
think-
thought was
we
put
think
into
it's
this. Thanks, Megan.
good. That's
Dang,
badass.
that's
Shout out
freaking
Megan.
sick, dude. What about your wife?
Does this
Fuck,
mean-
come on, dude.
Yeah. What's
My
your
wife
wife?
what?
What's your
When's
wife?
when's
getting
your wife
us?
gonna get us a gift? When's your wife gonna get us a
Yeah.
gift?
What? She lets me do this. That's a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
takes the kids while I come have fun.
That's funny.
That's fair.
That's awesome.
Well,
Makes it hard to adjust the microphone. I can't adjust it down. I can only adjust it.
Pull the whole thing up.
No, it might break.
Okay. Well, thank you, Megan. Awesome gift.
Thanks,
If you
Megan.
want to see what you got, you want to check
Does
it
that
out.
mean
Terrible soundboard. We need to really revamp this
Does
soundboard.
this mean-
One beer.
Does this mean we need to get? Does this mean we need to get her like an anger management one?
If they do the podcast,
When's that coming up? That's got to be close, right? To 2 years.
I
August.
think we did it in August.
Yeah,
So,
so-
I think
Oh,
we
so we're not
got
even
we
close
got a
at
couple
all.
months.
We're not even close.
that's an annual. That's an annual
Yeah.
thing.
Feels like we've been doing this forever.
We'll probably do it for episode 100.
That's one of our
Actually,
more
no.
popular,
Episode 100, he has to do like
Yeah,
100 ways to
yeah.
say sex.
100 ways.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
should start
right.
working
You
on
better
that.
start working on that, dude.
No,
I'll bring
challenge.
What
it on-
episode is this?
I'll bring it on.
66.
Oh, I can't wait till
Ooh,
69.
69 is gonna be sick.
Nice.
Oh, we got to do something special for
69 is
episode
gonna be
69.
dope.
Yeah, we should. But we're too old for that now, guys.
Yeah, guys, we gotta.
69 is funny when you're in
Can we grow up? I mean, geez.
69.
Yo, this thing is cool.
69 is funny for 8th graders. It's not really.
It's pretty
funny.
sick.
Like when I was teaching math, if the answer was 69, like kids thought that was like fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like 6, 7.
You should have created a test.
They
where-
love that too. I don't know what that is. We're doing March Madness basketball right now, and there's one team that they're the 6'7" Hellcats. That's their team name.
You should have created a test where every answer is 69.
That would be really funny.
Dude,
That'd be
I
so
I
funny.
had
If I go back
I
to
had
math,
a
I'll do
teacher
that.
I had a teacher
Like
in high
every
school.
answer's like 69 and 420.
Right. I had a teacher in high school that remember we had like the Scantron tests.
Yeah,
He made every answer A.
yeah, that's fun.
That
Just
would
to like
mess me up.
just to mess with people.
That would mess me up big time.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, after that,
And that was an awkward
We're all
silence.
like looking at the
Thanks
you can,
again,
you can tell.
Megan
You can tell
Gleason.
we're professional podcasters when two people go. All right.
Okay, so now what are we gonna
Yep.
talk about? Here we go.
So about St. Patrick's Day, huh?
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
I'll start my updates. So Ivy, today we were watching Harry Potter, normal kind of after nap thing. He loves Harry Potter, and he was sitting on me, and he stuck his hand like under his butt, and then he farted on it, and he pulled his hand out, and he went, "Fart on hand." I said, "What?" He said, "I farted on my hand." I was like, "Okay, you gotta take a video of this. I'll show you guys after. It's pretty funny." He just farted on his hand. Like I don't know, like where did you learn this?
Like he cupped a fart and threw it at
Like
you.
he put his hand under his butt, farted on his hand, and then he pulled his hand out and he was like showing. He's like, "I farted on my hand." Isn't that funny?
That's a thing. That was a thing. Like you could like cup a fart and you like throw it at people.
Dude, that's
You guys never did that?
That's where he's
you
at.
know when people go through
2.5.
You know when kids go through sleep regressions and they're like, "Oh, he's just learning something." It's like that's what we've got.
That's
That's
I
what
was
he's learning.
learning.
And speaking of sleep regression, this week I want to say, like Tuesday maybe, he woke up in the middle of the night at like 1 a.m. absolutely screaming. Didn't go to bed for like hours because, and we think it was a stomach ache that was like he was like, but like nothing would console him. It was like, "Hey, you want to go watch TV? No. You want to look at my phone? No. You want to like me to hold you? No." He was like reaching for like the closet. He's like reaching for the closet like once. I'm like, "Did you have a nightmare?" It's like, "No." You turn all the lights on. He's still screaming. I mean, we were like, "What is going on?" He was up for multiple hours
Jeez.
early this week. Just a one day thing. And the next day, like the teacher was like, "Man, he went down for a nap quick." I was like, "Yeah, he didn't sleep last night." But yeah, so he's recovered since then. But he had a little tummy ache and then got pink eye. He went up to the next
Was
class this week. Like
the cupped fart.
They're transitioning, and he got pink eye. So I think he's like, people must be cupping farts at school.
Maybe. They might be cupping the
They're
farts.
cupping
bro.
farts.
People are throwing farts right in his face.
All
Guy-
his best friend Emmett must be cupping farts.
Fucking
You know what?
No, what was the
you know,
kid
it was
that
probably
you didn't know his
fucking
name?
Camden,
Was that his name, Camden?
No, Camden is
the guy that loves
liked
Yeah.
Ivy, but now Ivy's friends with Camden. Ivy likes Camden now.
Oh.
So
him. He heard it on the pod.
he must. Yeah, he must.
Yeah. Shout out Camden.
Yeah,
Shout
way
out
to go,
Camden.
Shout out to you. Ivy's friendship is hard to get, man. So
No, it's
good,
not.
Good for you.
You just
Cam.
got a cup of fart.
I just show up here every day, and now he's just like, "Oh, it's Robo."
He knows Robo. Yeah,
Good for you. I'm just.
he knows you as Robo, but he knows him as Kennedy's
I'm
dad.
Kennedy's dad.
Yeah.
I'm just Kennedy. Hey, what's up, Kennedy's dad?
If he sees Cardwell, he'll say Landon's dad.
Oh, but he knows
If
me
I
as
s-
Robo.
If he sees Cardwell on the phone, Landon's dad. Yeah,
Huh.
but he knows you as Robo. Doesn't know your kids.
Sick. Whatever.
Dude,
They
Good.
don't come around enough.
Good.
Good.
Stay away from my
from
kids.
those girls.
Stay away from that.
We Kennedy's at that age now where she's into everything, right? She's moving around, she's getting everything. And most of the time, like if it's something dangerous, we tell her to stop or whatever. But most of the time, if she just has something, we like let her, explore and play with things the other day. Well, last week, it was when we were filming the podcast. Last week when we were filming, I get a text from Janie. She's like, "Hey, when you get home, I need you to find the baby monitor." I was like, okay. Like I didn't text her back because it was late by the time we were done, and I get home and I'm thinking like, oh, Janie's in bed. She just doesn't want to get out of bed and grab the baby monitor because it's on the table in the living room or whatever. So I get home. I'm like looking for it. I don't see it anywhere. I'm like, well, maybe it's in Kennedy's room. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go in there and get it. Like she's sleeping, whatever. So I go to bed. So the next morning I wake up. I'm like, Janie, where is the baby monitor? Like I didn't see it. She's like, well, Kennedy was playing with it yesterday and I couldn't, and now I can't find it. So I'm like, fuck. Like she threw it away. It's gone. It's gone. So I spent like 2 hours looking for, I looked everywhere. I looked in the garage. I tried to check the trash can, but we had just taken the trash out. So I was about 5 minutes away from going into my trash can, ripping open trash bags. Cause it was like a replacement baby monitor for the infant to optics thing was it's like $100.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh fuck, this really sucks. So I looked everywhere. And then eventually our bed has the drawers that roll out from underneath the bed. And so I opened the drawers and took all the clothes out and looked in there. But eventually I was like, let me take these drawers out and pick them up. And I did that and it was under one of the drawers and I would have never found it because when you roll the drawer out, the monitor slid out with it. And then when you rolled it back in, it slid back in. So I was I could not find it. I spent 2 hours and Janie was working and I found it and I screamed I found it, and she was in the middle of a meeting. She's like, I gotta see where you found it, and it was crazy. But
how'd she get it under there?
I think she was playing with it and then it could slide under, but then the angle that it was under or the way that it slid, it was then
wedged
with
in
the
there.
wheel or something like that. So when the wheel came out, it came out, and when the wheel went but it was, oh man, yeah. I spent 2 hours looking for this thing. It was crazy.
Sheesh.
It was crazy, but I'm expecting more of that. That was at Kennedy's daycare one day. We went and picked her up, and they were like, yeah, we can't find one of her shoes. We're like, what? What do you mean?
Did you check under the bed?
No, they
Did you
think
check her foot?
they think that she threw it out.
Yeah.
And by the time they realized her shoe was missing, they had already changed.
They sent
taken the
Ivy
trash out
home
and stuff.
in somebody else's shoe that was a size smaller. So we brought the shoes back and we're like, can we get the other shoe? And they still haven't swapped.
Oh my god!
So somebody has Ivy's shoe in their shoe, and then Ivy has his shoe in somebody else's shoe. 2 different shoes.
Well, the one shoe probably doesn't fit anymore, and they just got rid of them both. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
that's daycare.
But yeah,
that's
I'm
wild.
preparing.
He's got shirts and jackets that aren't his. He has a nice quarter zip, and I'm like, I'm not giving it back.
Just don't let him wear it to daycare.
But
That's a weekend shirt, bud.
Probably can't.
I'm preparing for that, for more of that, of things going missing because she's fucking around playing with them, and she's not breaking them or being a menace with them. So I'm I just let her play with it. But then I got to start keeping an eye of
Yeah.
hey, that's something I don't want to lose. Let's make sure we keep an eye on that.
I had one other update, which is that last week or the week before, we went to a UNF baseball game, and Ivy ran onto the field twice.
It was 3 times actually.
Oh, three times.
And during the game?
During the game.
During a streaker.
And the third time, I was nowhere near when this happened. Opens the gate, runs out, and when you run out from where we're standing, which is down the right field line, you run right into the middle of the bullpen between the pitcher and the catcher, and somebody was warming up and throwing.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
jeez.
So Abs had to run out, and then apparently Abs said he almost ran Ivy over because he was running and then looked back, and then Ivy stopped running and he ran into him.
Well, I was looking to make sure the guy pitching wasn't going to fucking smoke me. And so like as I'm looking at the picture, Ivy must have realized that I was chasing him, so he stopped for a second. So by the time I look back, I'm like,
and then
like truck sticking
the
Ivy.
first or second time, Megan she was like gonna go chase him, and she looks back for me, and I'm like, get him. So like, because she didn't want to run on the field, I'm like, it's too late for that. He's on the field. You not go on the field. He's on the field. You gotta go get him. So like, she did that. Felt like, what the hell am I doing? What's going on? Like, she was like all like, flustered and angry. As soon as the thing happened with him, Megan just grabbed Ivy and left.
Yeah.
Didn't even tell me. She just like left.
Oh, jeez.
And like, I turned around. I was like, what? And Abs was like, I think
She probably thought it was like a pro sports game. Like, she probably thought they were gonna kick her out anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
like-
like,
no. She was like, I'm fucking sick of this.
oh, well, after
Oh, she was like, fuck this, we're going home.
And I totally get it. And like Ivy was kicking and screaming. He was calling my name like the whole time. He was just being an idiot. She was being like an absolute terror that whole time. So today we went back, and what did we do? We brought the leash, baby. We brought the leash.
Smart.
$10 investment, Amazon, little tiny backpack, got a zipper on it, got a dinosaur on it. You plug the leash in, you lock it on there. It's got a little stringy thing, and it's like he's doing resistance training.
He did get jerked back a couple times tonight though.
He fell down one time.
He did run at least twice. Once was like he knocked the chairs over in the nest.
No, he was
you were
just,
at the bar, I think.
He was just knocking the chairs over because he was just being a
No. He ran full speed, and then I think he was running to the couches, and he got
maybe.
jerked back into a chair, and like the chair fell.
Well, maybe I wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
one.
you were
But
getting a drink.
but
Dad,
he's-
dad of the
but,
year
like,
over
he's-
here. You were at the bar, Dad.
he's falling down. He's falling down and doing whatever. But the leash is great. The leash is the best. And this guy thinks he's not going to have a leash. Just wait, buddy. Kennedy's this close to being an absolute like terrible 2. She's there. She is 3
she's
months
good.
away.
She's a sweet little angel.
She's 3 months away from not listening to anything. How about when you first got there and she just started screaming? I think you were in the bathroom and Janie's just standing there like, where did this come from? And she was just like screaming at the top of her lungs as loud as she could.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
remember that.
jeez.
Yeah, like it's coming. I can see it. I see the signs, buddy.
Nah,
She's what? How old is she? 2 in a month.
She's 2 in a month.
She's 2 in a month. Give it 3 to 4 more months, and you're going to be full blown terrible 2s. Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Mm.
You can be like, can you send me the link to that backpack?
Dude, yeah, I can't wait to get a backpack.
Yeah.
Like, because like Blake Moore is like at the point where she's like running around and wants to get into things and whatever. Where like Riley will run around and do stuff, but like if we go anywhere, she's not like going off on her own. Where like Blake will just like you set her down, dude. She's darting. She's out of there.
Yeah.
She started. We have like the little blinds on our back sliding door, like keep sun out, and she started like going up to them and like yanking on them. So she'll like rip them off of the thing.
Oh.
So like I've already had to buy 2 boxes of replacement blinds that come with 6 blinds in them each, and I'm already on my 2nd box in the last 2 weeks, maybe.
Nice.
It's not fun. So it's like I almost want to get the leash for inside the house.
Right, the house.
No.
Just 24/7 leash.
Just like yank her back into the ball pit. Play with those.
Dude, yeah. The leash is people think it's like a crazy investment, and then you get it and you're like, I don't regret it.
Yeah, dude. I
regret
mean,
it.
I saw it firsthand at the zoo. Like it was freaking awesome.
We use it at the
It
zoo.
was
That's-
awesome.
Yeah, we use it at the zoo.
I was like, oh man, I can't wait for that. And Emily was like, oh yeah, we need to get one of those like next week.
and then he has all the freedom he wants. You know, it's
Yeah.
like he do whatever
Right.
he wants.
Yeah, do your thing.
That's nice.
Well, you get to that point where they walk so well that they don't want to be in the stroller or anything anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but also they're pretty fucking fast.
Ivy's faster than me.
Yeah, Kennedy's not. I don't think we'll ever get the leash because Kennedy's not a. She's not a runaway. She's like a falls behind. You know what I mean? So it's like Janie and I will be walking down the sidewalk, and Kennedy like stops to like smell the flowers. So like if we had leashes, I'd be like instead
Dragging her along.
of like
That's
oh
different.
you can go 10 feet in front of me. It's like okay, as soon as you get 10 feet behind me, I'm gonna yank your ass up.
That
So-
is less acceptable. I
yeah,
think.
she's not
You're
a
pulling your kid behind
right.
you.
She's not a runaway. She can't keep up.
You say that, but when we went all to the zoo and Trey and Megan weren't there, when we were at the giraffe exhibit, and Kennedy was just like,
Oh, she
Yeah, but-
gone.
that's
but-
her thing though now because she's. Oh, shit.
But everywhere else that day, literally everywhere else in the zoo, Kennedy was 100 yards behind.
Right.
everybody.
She'll like the one leaf on the sidewalk. She will stop and pick it up.
Yeah.
Like, and not
Like-
even not even actually pick it up. She has to really investigate it.
Yeah, like there was multiple times where Janie turned around and was
Yeah.
like, "Where's my fucking husband?"
Yeah.
Speaking
And-
of
and my
the
kid.
zoo, I am now an annual pass holder, and it to the number 4 best zoo in the country. Is that
Number
right?
4 zoo in
Yeah.
the country.
Wait, is that real?
Country.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Shout
Yeah.
out John Haight for making that happen.
Yo, when is that John Haight splash pad gonna open?
The
back
number
up?
so what we're saying is the number 4 best zoo in the nation is located in the heart of.
It sure
awesome.
is. It sure is.
Nice.
It's awesome. Move to Duval. We should
Any-
get sponsored by Duval.
That'd be sick.
It's just
Any-
just the county.
Yeah, they got sponsor us. Sure.
Do counties?
The
sponsor?
tourism board.
We get we just gotta call Donna Deegan.
Call up Donna Deegan.
There you go.
Mayor Donna Deegan.
Yo, isn't the dirt on Donna Deegan that she was married to the sports guy?
It's
and
not the
then
dirt. It's not the dirt. It's the facts. She used to be.
dirty
Yo, for the
facts.
for
you
the
used
non.
to watch. You used to
Hold on.
watch the news.
Let's roll it back for a second. We have a global audience. Okay.
That's right.
Sorry. I need to.
Yo, shout out to our Aussies, bro.
I need to.
Yo.
Yo,
We need to double roll it back. Okay, hold on. Cut it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it real quick. Okay,
nice.
we're gonna get to
Yeah.
Donna Deegan. I know everybody's on the edge of the seat. Cliffhanger. Donna Deegan coming up next. We have Aussies listening
Yes.
regularly. Okay,
yeah.
Chocolate Thunder from Down Under.
Shrimps on the bobby,
Love
mate.
that.
They're listening. Okay, I think
Love
I
that.
think they're in Sydney.
How's Bluey?
Guys or gals?
No, they just know that we love Danny Rick.
It's definitely guys,
I
right?
love Danny Ricardo.
Send us a message so we can shout you out.
No, they might be chicks.
It's dudes. They're
We
definitely
need,
dudes.
we need
Chicks
to,
and
we need to, if they send us a message, we need to send them some merch.
Send
Yeah.
us a message.
We,
I don't
there's-
know.
Dude,
so out of our last
It's gonna
5,
cost us $200 to send something.
worth
I don't give a
it.
shit.
Worth
I don't
it.
give a
So
shit.
worth it.
Worth
So
it.
worth it.
So out of our last
Send them a
5
beer stick.
episodes, I want to say something like what did I say? 8% of our total downloads are from people in Australia.
I don't know what you
And
said. I don't.
that
read your, I don't
means
read your
that
text.
means more than one. That means more
No,
than one.
there's definitely multiple people.
Maybe
Definitely.
we just know a bunch of people that are traveling to Australia
Or they got great VPNs.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody.
every
traveling Australia.
week.
Or there's people with VPNs. I don't
just
know.
look. If you're in Aussieville, just fucking send us a message.
Yeah.
we'll shout you out. All right,
And we'll
You
get
know
you
what?
we'll get you some
We
merch
love
Isn't,
you.
Wait, isn't
like and subscribe.
Max company
based in
based out of
yeah.
Australia?
Macquarie, yeah.
You know who it probably is? Because I think he lives in Australia now. Remember his friend Shane?
I don't.
Gillis.
I don't.
No, not
maybe,
Shane
maybe I
Gillis.
do. Maybe I do.
Yeah, Max
Shane
Max
knows
friend
probably.
Shane. He I think he works for Macquarie. I think
But
he
Mac
works-
hates the podcast, so he's telling people to listen to the podcast even though he hates it.
No, but maybe the guy knows us and he's watching it from Australia.
Hey, shout out Shane.
Hey Shane, if that's you, send us a message, man. We're gonna send you some merch.
Let us shout you out, man.
Yeah, dude.
Let us shout
for
you
sure.
out.
We'll
All
get,
right.
we'll get you some freebies.
Now we just went international. We just went global. Now let's go back to hyper local. Okay.
Hyper local.
Donna Deegan just won the election to become the mayor
Not
of
just. She's been the mayor for 2 or 3 years now.
2 years. Really?
I think
Yeah.
so. I feel like
At
it's been
least a
long time.
year.
Okay. Well, she's now the mayor. She's the most recent mayor. The mayor of
Duval.
It's actually not. It's the mayor of Jacksonville, right? Which is the same as Duval for those that don't know.
Yeah.
So James,
Let me tell the story as a local. I've born and raised not in Duval. I live in St. Johns County, but
bougie.
I am from this Northeast Florida. So it's First Coast News. I watched First Coast. Well, I didn't watch it. My mom watched it growing up. So when I was a kid, you watched the news.
Me and her got it on.
No. When I was a kid, you watched the news, and it was Donna Hicken, the news lady, news anchor, and Dan Hicken, the sports guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day, the news turned on, and it was and Tim Deegan, the weather guy.
Yeah.
Right? So Donna Hicken, Dan Hicken, Tim Deegan. Then one day, the news came on, TV, and it was Dan Hicken, the sports guy, Tim Deegan, the weather guy, and Donna Deegan,
Unbelievable.
the anchor.
And
Donna.
Tim Deegan is like a.
Donna Deegan, more like.
And
Donna
Tim Deegan's
Dickin.
it's like a well put together, right? It's like a tall drink of water. You know, it's like kind of a well put together dude. And Hicken's kind of like a.
Hicken works for. I think he's with like he does a lot of Jag stuff now. I think he's like
he's like a sports guy. He's like a bro.
Yeah,
Right?
He's like
Like
10, did he do 10?
Yeah, he's like a
10X?
Chris Farley.
So it's like I kind of feel like Donna Deegan. I kind of feel like Donna Deegan. Like I kind of feel like she upgraded, kind of, but like it's kind of messed up, right? Like she
Yeah.
traded in.
You don't go to sports to
like
weather.
like you trade in the. Well, I think it was weather
Dude,
guy. Like,
go to an. I mean,
when you trade in a weather guy for a sport, like you don't trade in a weather guy for a sports guy. You trade in a sports guy for a weather guy, right?
but it's like go to a different news station.
And then if-
like,
and then
don't just shop in your
But then-
own.
but
Yeah.
then- but
don't
then
dip
don't-
your don't
you don't
dip your
crap
pen
where
in
you eat.
company.
But like
Everybody knows
if you had to
Yeah.
rank the most like prestigious positions at a local news outlet, you would
weather
be
guy
like,
is number one.
it would be like the
Weather
beat-
guy's always number one.
Hold on,
yeah.
but it'll be like
Yeah.
the beat reporter outside that like works the streets. They're like
Yeah,
at the
he
bottom.
should,
They're like
yeah.
at the bottom.
yeah,
Right, and then you're gonna go like sports guys next. He's like in the studio, but it's like it's sports. They throw it on the end. You don't get your sports from local news, and then you go. I think you go weather, and then you go anchorman. Right, like the co-anchor is above weather.
I don't think so.
No,
I think Weatherman's the top.
you think weatherman is the
I don't
primo
agree with
position in local news?
unless you're Mike
Yeah.
the weatherman.
I think so because the weatherman
I don't
actually
know.
has to know what's going on. Everybody else, the sports guy, the anchors, they're just reading teleprompters. They don't have to. They don't have to actually
And-
know the shit that's going on.
And half the time they're just passing it off.
the
to other people.
weatherman.
What's the
The
guy's name?
weatherman has to look at that Doppler and be like,
Like if you're
shit's about to hit
if
the
you're
fan.
meteorologist Mike Burrish, you're kind of a badass. I know
Yeah.
meteorologist
Right.
Mike Burrish. That's who I'm going to when there's a hurricane coming. Okay.
he's the guy.
No,
that,
I'm
he's the
not.
guy that goes
Who's
where the
the,
hurricanes go. Right?
No,
who's the
Jim
guy? Who's the guy?
Cantori.
That,
Oh, Jim
Cantori.
Cantori. Yeah.
But that's not
That's what I'm
local.
saying.
Hold on.
You know-
Hold
you know any anchors on the Weather Channel?
Hold
no.
on. Hold on.
You know Cantori.
Hold
Oh fuck it.
on. You guys are talking Weather Channel. This conversation is purely a local news conversation.
But it applies
Not
to
Jim
local
Cantori,
news.
not
It
Jim
applies to
Cantori
local
Weather
news
Channel.
also.
Okay, but
Local news, the weatherman is the dude.
If Jim Cantori is in your town, that seems pretty local to me. And y'all better get the fuck out.
he's fallen off recently, man.
yeah,
He's
been
coming
he
in like
hasn't
a
been-
wrecking ball.
You know
Bro,
who?
he ain't been around where the storms have been hitting though. He's been a little off.
Wasn't he in Tallahassee
Oh,
when
man,
it came
who-
through and he had the football helmet in his hotel room?
Damn it, I can't remember his name. There's a kid that was like a year younger than me. He's a man now. That was a year younger than me that went to my high school. He's like the new Jim Cantori on the Weather Channel. He's one of the people that
No
does
way.
storm chasing.
Oh wow.
I feel
Yeah.
like I should do that.
Oh God, I shout out fucking I can't remember your name. I'm sure people know it that are listening that are my buddies, but
Who's the guy?
I think I would
who's
be
the
a-
guy
I
that
think
we
I would
talk
be good
shit
at that.
about?
The guy that we talk shit about.
Like the guy that shouldn't be on.
There's a lot.
The guy that shouldn't be on Team A, but he was on Team A because his dad coached.
oh Kevin Pellicati, dude.
Oh yeah.
God. Fuck
Kevin
that
Pellicati.
guy. Dude.
Yeah, bro.
Kevin
Wow.
Pellicati. He is not a fucking meteorologist, okay?
Yo, I think I would be a good.
Bro.
Bender. Bender is his last name.
Bender.
Ah, fuck. What's his first name?
Dick.
Richard. He goes by
Richard.
He goes by
by-
Richard now.
Gotcha.
Whatever. Bender, but
Professional.
I feel like I'd be a good storm chaser.
Storm Chaser.
Like I think I would. I think I would
dick in
do
the face.
well in that because I love the raviolis, bro, and I could eat it right out of the can. Like I don't need electricity. I think I would do. I think I would do well in a storm.
That's what it
in a
takes.
storm chaser environment.
That's all it takes.
Abs opens up his storm kit. It's 8 cans of.
When a hurricane's coming, I go to the store and I get like as many cans of ravioli as Janie would let me put in the cart, a couple sacks of beef jerky, and by the time it starts raining, I got nothing. Like I've eaten it all before it even started raining.
It started raining on the way to the grocery store.
You're like,
It's
oh,
something like
yeah.
you don't need. You'll survive. You could survive for 45 days with just water.
That would be my big fat ass.
You don't need any food to survive. The only person that needs food is probably like Kennedy.
Yeah, raviolis. Raviolis for everybody.
Yeah, but if you eat them all,
Chef
they're gone.
Boyardee's.
It's so crazy.
Chef Boyardee's nuts.
It's like, and that somehow makes you feel like you're prepared for the storm because you're like, what else could I do? What else could I what else could I possibly do to prepare? I have beef jerky, I have ravioli, I have bottled water. I'm good.
And battery. I got batteries. I got nothing.
Got batteries.
I got nothing.
You
to
know,
put
like
them
the
in.
funniest thing is like I think when this last time the storm hit, like I think you were over. Like wasn't I there by myself? Like wasn't Megan gone with?
I think
No.
I was here when
No,
the
you were
storm was
here.
coming too, and we lost power. We were watching football.
And
Oh,
Ivy
yeah,
was
the-
Ivy was
You were here
sleeping.
too.
Yeah.
Megan was out of town. It was just me and Ivy.
Yeah.
That was stressful. But the one thing that I had was I have like a radio where like a hand crank radio. Do you know how bad shit has to be like?
To use a hand crank
I need
radio.
a hand crank radio to get like
Dude.
the update on what the
think
zombie
If you
apocalypse.
have to use a hand crank radio, you should not be where you're at.
But it's like why can't you just go to your car and like charge your phone for 20 minutes and like then you have the internet? Like
Yeah.
is the internet going away? Or is every cell phone tower down? Like I can only get FM?
Maybe.
maybe.
Is this boring?
Are we boring you? Talking
Yeah.
about weathermen and AM FM radio?
So long story short, Donna Deegan's kind of a hoe.
She's a great
Whoa, dude.
First of all,
I'm trying to secure a Duval
Whoa.
sponsorship.
First of all-
brother.
no, she's a great lady. She does a lot for breast cancer. She hosts that race
The
and
Donna.
out down at the beach, the marathon. I've done it before. I'm a finisher.
We should start our own race to compete directly with the Donna.
That's a terrible idea. It's like the most. It's actually one of the most popular races, probably in Florida.
We'll call it
because
the daddy.
because it's a
Call it the
nice, it's a
daddy.
good course for Boston qualifiers because you got to qualify
okay.
for the Boston Marathon. So a lot of people. The last time I did it, I did the half marathon. This was in 2023, right before Kennedy was born. You guys remember? I filled in for Polster.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Tony Polster. The guy who won, I was probably at like mile 11. I only did the half marathon. The guy who won the full marathon, right? I was at mile 11. He passed me. So he was at mile
22.
23, right? No, 24 because he had 2 to go. So he was at mile 24. I was at mile 11. He passed me. The whole back of his legs were covered in shit. He shit himself.
Did he qualify for the Boston Marathon though?
He better have.
Yeah.
There we go. We're
If you shit yourself and didn't qualify, bro, like
Dude, it was like, and it wasn't even like, he was covered in shit.
Can we go one podcast without talking about shit?
No.
We're like on a string of like 5 episodes in a row.
We all have kids under the age of 3. Like,
Yeah, no, but you're talking about a man.
well, he looked like a 3-year-old that day. He was covered in shit.
Do you know how good that mic looks right now?
It looks sharp.
it does
It looks
it looks
good,
really good,
dude. I like it.
I'm like
looks sharp.
excited.
It feels
to
like,
get it on
you
there.
know what it makes me think? It makes me think like if like it gives me like a Breakfast Clubs kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a morning talk
It's like a
radio.
morning
like a little
talk,
Charlemagne,
chill,
like some Charlemagne the God.
What's the other big one? Elvis Duran.
Elvis Duran.
I love Elvis Duran, dude. Didn't we talk about that? Like,
Yeah.
That
Dude.
And Elvis Duran's like very openly gay, and it's like dudes don't clean the inside of their butt cracks when they shower.
This show
they think
is
it's gay.
This show is very morning zoo. Like
Oh,
the vibe of the
Dude.
Bad Dad Vice podcast is very morning
I would
wacky zoo.
if this
show.
was like a morning radio show. I think I would. I have XM radio in my car, because I don't like listening to like the commercials, and I like the different genres of music and stuff. But if this was like a morning show, like I would listen to this on my way to work instead of.
You can listen to it. It's a podcast. It's available at all times.
No. I'm saying like if I didn't, I live it. I don't even live. I literally show up. I do this, and I don't even listen.
Oh,
to
you
it.
mean like if it was?
I'm thinking of like if you guys were guys I didn't know.
Yeah, like right. Like this is the kind of
Like-
show that would be fun to listen
Like
to
sometimes
on your way to work.
Like sometimes I drive Janie's car to work, and she doesn't have the XM radio in her car, and if I don't want to listen to like YouTube or Spotify,
Does she even have Bluetooth in her car?
like Bluetooth phone, yes, but you can't like, it's not like a Apple Play like CarPlay stuff. No.
Oh God.
But I can be like wired and do it. But she's getting a new car this weekend from her dad. But yeah, I'll listen to Elvis Duran in the morning. It's really fun.
That's a good morning.
They're
zoo.
really fun to listen to sometimes. Z100. Bring us on.
Oh, Robo, did you have any updates that you didn't talk about besides them just like sprinting all over the place?
I don't even think
So
that was
remember,
an update.
so we were talking about. Yeah, we were just kind of talking. Remember
That's just how this
we were
goes.
talking about how Emily and I have a nanny. So we started looking for another one. So Emily was like interviewing.
Is it Mrs.
some nannies,
Doubtfire?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I saw. Wait. Okay, before you. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Why is that not a sound clip?
I was can't let anybody talk for more than 12 seconds.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
so
insane.
like FSCJ puts on all these like artist series. We're trying to keep it local, right? FSCJ,
Yeah, sure.
Florida
why
State
not?
College of Jacksonville, Duval. They do like this like artist series like of plays and stuff like that. And one of the plays coming for like next year or maybe later this year is Mrs. Doubtfire. We should go to it.
Oh, we should go to that for
Yo,
sure.
that does
Wouldn't that be fun?
We should definitely go to that.
that does. That could be like a Broadway kind of thing. I could definitely see like a Mrs. Doubtfire Broadway show being like
Yeah.
a huge thing.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
should
it is.
defi-
It's like a. It's
we
like
definitely
a,
need to look into that.
It's like a play, and then I've gone and done it. I've seen Mamma Mia. I've
Is
seen,
it where is it at? Is it at the Alhambra?
Alhambra?
No. It's probably at. I think it's at the.
If you're local, you know the Alhambra.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever been to the Alhambra?
Yes.
No, but I
You
want
have?
to.
Yeah.
I've heard
What'd
it's
you
good.
see
I've
there?
never been, but I know people really like it.
I don't even remember what it was. It
I
was
mean,
something
dinner
very-
theater. What's wrong? I love dinner. And I love
You know,
theater.
you know who
It
used
sounds
to work
great.
there? Sam Perry used to work there.
He used to work there.
Really?
working
What
at
did he do
Alhambra.
there? He was a server.
Server.
Yeah.
Fucking hated it.
Yeah, and he used to bring,
I can't imagine it's fun to work there.
he used to bring so much food home. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was good food.
Good
too.
food,
Oh,
bro.
the food's amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
bro.
it was good food.
I gotta, dude. It's like literally less than 5 minutes from my house.
There was a movie theater where I grew up that had 2 movie theaters, and it was like dinner and a movie, but it was like movies that came out like 3 years ago. And like they would just like cycle in that movie theater. It was the best. You could go and get like a chicken parmesan
Like
dinner
after-
and
like-
watch.
Like long
Yeah.
enough after they didn't have to pay to show it.
Right.
in
It was
the
like
theater.
so long. Like you're like, I missed it in the theater. I guess I'll just watch it here.
They're just like making money, not having to pay.
All right, can we get back to
All
your
right,
update?
sorry about
Strack
that.
is like
So-
waiting for your update, by the way, this whole time. She's listening to this episode.
She
and
only
she's
listens
like,
until you.
could
talk.
you just give the update about my children, please?
No, she doesn't even listen to hear
Yes,
it.
she does.
All right.
No, she
Because she
give-
texted us. She texted us the video
Oh,
that Cardinal was talking
God.
about.
She gives me
There's
the
fucking
update.
seahorse, sea hell.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
it's
I
fucking
didn't.
just
She
shit.
listens to the pod, but she doesn't listen to what I say because she gives me the updates.
Oh, God. She already knows what you're going to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
she knows what I'm going to say.
Oh, that
fair.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I
I'll show
In
you
his
the
defense,
note.
I do the same thing.
I'll show you the note in my phone.
You should throw. you should throw a real curveball right now and really throw her off.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't have anything that I
Not
could
worth
throw off
it.
with.
Oh, Cardinal
I've already
baby.
studied the note.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. All right, what's the note?
No, so we were searching for like a new nanny because we've had some issues with the one we have, but either way, she's like done in May. So it's like we started searching for a new nanny. Emily was like interviewing a couple of them or whatever.
Working so hard, doing all the work, right? Emily did all the work. She worked very hard. Isn't that the update?
for
She's the best. You love her so
Make
much.
sure- yeah.
She's the breadwinner of the household.
Unlimited-
She cooks all the dinners. She cleans
has
all the dishes.
She has unlimited points.
She does cook a lot of the dinners. Yeah,
I thought you were a culinary guy.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's awesome because she's like way more confident like cooking now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But are you,
So,
eating,
like, I
are
just,
you
like-
eating like vegan stuff when she cooks? 'Cause she doesn't
No.
she doesn't eat anything, right?
Yeah, she does.
She
She
does?
doesn't. She doesn't eat red meat.
She's
That's it.
fish. Yeah, she's fish.
Yeah, she eats fish,
Oh, so y'all
chicken,
eating a lot of
pork.
fish.
Yeah.
She eats everything but like she
Oh,
won't
pork.
Eat, She
Yeah.
won't eat a steak. That's about it. She eats hamburger meat sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, like
Oh.
she'll occasionally eat some red meat. She
So
just
she's
doesn't-
like a only
she
like
doesn't eat steak.
She's like a only sometime red meatitarian.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Pescatarian.
Yeah, the
Got
occasional
it.
red
No,
meatitarian.
pescatarian's fish only, right?
Yeah, pescatarian's fish.
Yeah,
only.
plus a little.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
anyways,
it's like a pescatarian TBQ plus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
a little bit of everything.
She's an ally.
Nice.
so she was.
Ramon knows
she
he's
was-
gonna get in trouble now. He knows he's gonna get in trouble. He's like trying to. Ramon's trying to dance this line right now. Like,
He's trying-
How do I maneuver out of this minefield?
He's trying to fix this right now, like trying to figure out how am I going to fix
Because
this.
I'm like trying so hard not to agree with you.
He knows that this doesn't come out for a week, and he's like, "How? What am I going to say right now to prevent?"
I'll just go on her phone and like delete it right away. As soon as the episode drops,
We
like,
didn't-
delete, delete, delete. No, we didn't release.
No, we just played games. We just played
Yeah.
games.
So let's get to the
So we're
fixing.
Cardinals.
so
pissed.
we're yeah,
Cardinals
he's so
pissed.
mad. He's so mad.
And it's funny. This reminds me of Elvis Duran in the Morning. The producer at Elvis Duran in the Morning. His name's Nate, and they get off topic just like this, and he gets pissed. He's like, "Come on, guys, let's reel it back in." And they're like, and they're always like, "Shut the fuck up, Nate. We're gonna do whatever we want."
Nate, chill out, dude.
The other show that I like to, because I also listen to Elvis Duran, but like the only sports talk show I ever really kind of liked was like Le Batard show. I listened to it a long time ago, but also the same vibe of like just messing up everything, like just
way off topic
Batard's
constantly.
You try to do something, you just like completely fail, and just like make fun of it.
Yeah, it's so I listen to a lot of McAfee show.
Yeah,
and he's like the same way. Like he'll just go off on random tangents, but like he also makes a lot of money from ESPN.
Yeah.
So like occasionally he'll reel himself back in. Like, okay, let's get back on topic here, kind of thing.
All right, let's go. Save it for your marriage. Come on, save your marriage.
I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, so Emily was doing like interviews with some nannies and stuff like that. So she had a lady that was like coming over. She was like, "Hey, would love to come meet the girls, blah, blah, blah." So she set up like a time for her to come. Well, the first day it ended up, she texted us like texted her a few hours beforehand and was like, "Hey, can we move it to Friday?" Like some stuff. She's an older lady that had like 3 kids. She's like, "One of my kids is a little sick and like I don't want to be." And so we're like, "Okay, whatever." So she set it up for like Friday last week for 5 p.m. No call, no show.
Already bailing.
Yeah.
And it's like the reason that you're getting rid of the other one is because of no call, no shows.
Not no call, no shows, but just like not showing up. Yeah.
Well, it's even worse.
Yeah.
That is not very Miss Doubtfire of her.
Yeah. So it was, no call, no show. So I told Emily, I said, do not even bother reaching back out to her. I said, if she reaches out to you, say, we're going a different direction.
Yeah.
I was like, don't even try it. So
I'll nanny your kids.
Okay.
How much do you pay?
What do you want?
Let me give you
I need at least $45 an hour. I don't change diapers.
$45 an hour?
I don't feed them. You have to have ESPN Plus.
I do have ESPN Plus.
Okay.
I'll only watch them while they're napping.
And and they're going to be in their room from 7 a.m. to when do you
I will
home?
watch them while they're napping from outside of the window into their bedroom.
I need a fridge full of VooDoo beer
in the middle of the night.
And I need a lot of VooDoo beer and beer sticks.
I'll give you the number of the lady that we're using for a babysitter that we've used. I think she might want that gig.
Yeah, I mean,
she's been reliable and good.
Just Fridays and during the day. It's like,
when is Cambry going to be a babysitter?
It's literally
She's not ready.
I know.
Let's go.
She's what? She's 14.
Dude, I already got dibs. So like, back up, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've already.
What do you mean she can watch all the
money.
kids at once? She'd make a fortune.
No, she can't.
Could you imagine? Like if Cambry, if
she couldn't handle the kids.
I don't think she could. I don't think she could. But if there was a night where like we all wanted to go out and she watched the 2 girls and Landon and Ivy and Kennedy, but like with like 3 of her friends.
What?
No.
What?
Dude, it'd be like a war zone in there.
There are kids in my class that I would let watch Kennedy. 14-year-olds.
You're crazy.
Some of the kids are pretty mature. Cambry's pretty mature.
I think that Cambry could handle watching the kids, but I would feel bad because it would be a heck of a handful of a deal. And to put like a kid to bed and like do the whole routine and all that stuff just feels like it'd be way too much. Maybe 2 more years. Maybe like kids are 4 and she's in high school. Yeah. That's when like when she's in high school, I think it's like she's responsible enough.
She should,
and the kids are old enough.
Yeah, you can also just kind of tell them like, hey, go to bed.
When they're not in a crib, they're like in a bed. It's like just go to bed, like walk in bed.
Yeah, she should really like. I mean, she's got a ton of opportunities to make a ton of money.
She needs to get
CPR certified and just fucking.
She has a friend in the neighborhood because we were like walking around the neighborhood one day. We ran into her and she was with like one of her friends or whatever, and Emily was talking to Cambry, like joking with her, like, "Hey, when are you gonna babysit?" And the other girl was like, "Oh, I'm CPR certified."
Boom.
Yeah, I was like,
but like
you're hired.
If she was watching, 3-4 kids at a time, she'd probably be making $75 an hour.
4 kids, that's a lot, dude. 4
but
is a lot.
But like I'm talking 4 and 5-year-olds, like it wouldn't be that bad. It's like, Cambry, can you like make them a pizza? And,
when you watch Kennedy by yourself, do you not at some points go, "Oh God, can you just chill out for like a second?"
He's like, "Oh man, let me go to the zoo."
Yeah, but I'm not getting paid $100 an hour to do it.
Multiply that times 4, and then also be a kid.
Yeah, but you're making $100 like,
and it's not the money. Just I'm saying like it would be very difficult.
If I was 16 years old and I was about to get paid $300,
no. It's not the money. It's not that she won't do it. I'm saying what do you do when one is
No,
pulling?
it's a tough job.
No,
Yeah.
but what do you do when one's like drawing on the wall over there and one's like pulling the curtains down
Get
over
the
there?
markers that
and
only
one's
draw on the
shitting on
paper.
the floor?
Get the markers and only
I
draw
know,
on the
but
paper.
then they say no. You can't make them draw on the paper. Hey, shout out Camber. You're definitely going to be babysitting our kids and making bank before college.
Oh, yeah.
so,
Oh yeah, yeah, big
Just
big money.
mark it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, turn your microphones off.
Okay,
What do you
everybody,
got?
shut up. Cardwell's turn.
I hate you guys.
What time are we at?
Like 50 minutes. We missed.
Oh,
we
we're
missed our mark.
well
Tippy
past
toe,
our
tippy
mark.
toe, tippy
You know
toe.
what? Save your
Save
updates
it for next week.
time.
Next week.
Everybody, okay, Cardwell, prepare yourself
He hasn't
mentally.
even started. We've cut
Stop.
him off 4 times.
Stop. Cardwell, prepare yourself mentally. As soon as I am done talking, you will then proceed to talk uninterrupted for at least 1 entire minute to give your updates. At least 1 minute. Not a single quip, not a single interruption, not a single smirk on Abs's face. Nothing. Uninterrupted. In 3, 2, 1.
Who's your daddy?
All right.
You suck.
So, anyways, I'm sorry if my voice sounds different. I feel like I got my voice back. But I was watching the Michigan State game earlier. We were Ole Miss. We beat them. Beat that ass. They wanted to go to the UNF baseball game. So I was stuck. Not stuck. I got to watch the game. But my only updates are we went to Bo's birthday, our buddy Nicky Miller's kid's birthday last weekend at the bowling alley, which is hardly a bowling alley. That place was fucking sick. And you feel free, you can interject, Abs, because you did show up. They actually have all the microphones away from their face. But this is weird talking like and not being interrupted.
That place was nice. That
Yeah.
place was good.
There was an arcade, all kinds of shit. It was really cool. Our buddy Joe Dub came in from out of town. He was cool. He was there. So the other stuff.
God damn, dude.
He was cool. He was there. He was there.
God damn, I can't even not say it again.
Speaking of Celine Dion.
Shh, 1 minute, go.
So the only other stuff I got is with his illness from daycare before. They went back to his follow up for his 2 weeks after being sick, and he still had an ear infection. So they switched out his antibiotics. And I don't know if you guys have had to use it yet, but you know, like one of the antibiotics is like fine, it's flavored and everything, and then one tastes like actual butthole. Like it is the grossest thing. It
How do
smells
you
like
know?
butthole.
How do you know?
Because every time I put it in my
How do you
kid's
know
mouth-
what actual butthole tastes like?
I don't want to answer that question. But every time, like, it smells like the worst thing ever.
Should give him some No Chase.
Hey, maybe.
Yo.
Or Jamar Chase. Whichever.
But
Guys, let him go. Just let him go.
He sounds so nervous.
He does,
but
dude.
It's like when a kid's giving a presentation and they're like not nailing it, and you're sitting in your seat like, oh god, I'm melting in my seat watching someone give a presentation about George Washington and like, dude,
I gotta say,
he
it's-
wasn't in World War II, bro. It wasn't World War II.
He crossed the
Stop
Delaware,
saying World War
bro.
II.
He
I gotta say,
Dude.
it's a lot easier when like I'm not looking at like
Oh, it's because
everybody's microphone
okay,
Oh,
is
it's
on.
because,
It's because of
my
us.
microphone is not close enough for me to interject. Like,
yeah, it's like a safety net that
It's
you guys
tough
are
for
there.
him to talk when we're not interrupting.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. But
He
anyways,
stays much more focused.
yeah, exactly, because I'm expecting it. So yeah, this like you just smell it and it just smells awful. And then like when I give it to him, it's just like it has like a little bit of strawberry flavoring. So like it's enough to like get it in his mouth. And he's just like, oh, and then it gets to like.
wait,
he
this is the
swap-
other one or this is the bad one?
the new one. Yeah, the bad one.
The bad one has a hint of strawberry?
Yeah.
So
So
but it
like,
tastes like actual butthole.
it smells like butthole, and it obviously
Okay,
tastes like butthole.
like a
too.
stripper, like a stripper's butthole.
Yeah.
You know?
So because
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, got it. A hint of strawberry. Got it.
Welcome to the stage, strawberry.
Hint of strawberry.
Chocolate covered strawberry.
Welcome to the
Got
stage,
it.
hint
Welcome
of
to the stage. Hint of strawberry. Give her the high lick, man.
Yeah. So, but it's bad enough to where like the strawberry is enough to like get in his mouth, and then he's like goes to swallow. He's like, oh yeah, and then it's just like like it's just the worst thing ever. But so far so good. It's
Okay.
he's walking like a madman now.
Do you guys remember when Carmel printed out a video?
Literally the play button on the paper.
Like this isn't
He's like,
a
why
joke,
are
guys.
you reading this? This is a video.
I don't know what episode it was. But he
Crumbled up
literally-
and threw it down because I was gonna watch that.
He literally printed.
All right. Let's get over that. That was an important video.
Callback.
Oh God, it's so funny.
Anyways, he's walking like a madman now. He's all over the place. Our daycare person, Miss Christie, actually just told us, she was like, because he wouldn't wear any shoes because he was still crawling, so they would just work their way off like constantly. So we had kind of like, they're hard soles, but they were like the floppy ones.
Yeah.
So they would stay on.
Like the
And
sock shoes, right?
more
We did those for a
stable
while
than
with
that.
Kennedy.
More stable than that, but basically.
Yeah.
But she told us now, she was like, you really need harder shoes because he's like walking. So she doesn't want him to like roll his ankle or like just be flip flopping all over the place and just fuck himself up. And we already bought him, so it's fine. But yeah, so we have to get him like real shoes now. He also ran today. Like he ran across the room. Like it's in the last week and a half, he went from like taking a couple steps to basically running.
Yeah, that's great.
Which is scary as shit. But we moved all the stuff. You guys haven't been to my house, but we moved all of like you know how we have like the bourbon barrel and like my little corner.
Yeah.
All that's in the game room now. Like we got all the glass and
I didn't know
everything
you had
out.
a game room.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, it's a spare room, but we don't have any people over there, so it's just like the man cave. But that's really all the updates and stuff. The one thing I know that you listen to Rogan like I do.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to that Dr. Humphreys one?
I did not. Is that the most recent one?
It's like 2 episodes ago. It's about like vaccines and shit. It's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
Rogan's been a big like anti-vaxxer.
It's
pretty recently.
But this lady's like a doctor, and it's really weird for somebody that's actually like a physician that has practiced and done all this stuff and like has all this like. It was a really like I mean I vaccinated Landon and we're gonna keep vaccinating, but it's really it's interesting. I enjoy hearing like opposing views just in general. And it's really weird to hear this stuff coming from like an actual practicing physician.
Was Rogan the one that was like during COVID pushing the ivermectin?
Yeah,
He
The
was
horse,
the
the horse tranquilizers.
dewormer. So he got COVID and then said, "Hey, I took a bunch of stuff, including ivermectin." And then CNN said
They like put a filter.
they
on.
like Don Lemon and Cuomo. They were like basically calling him out and saying like, "You can't take horse dewormer." And then recently, Cuomo said like that he's now on ivermectin for his long COVID, and like when Joe Rogan like called him out on it, he basically said, or I think it was the other guy, it wasn't Rogan, it was whoever the other guy that's like on his podcast frequently, the comedian guy, basically called him out, and like his justification was, "No, I have long COVID, not COVID." And you're like, what? And then his next justification was, "Look, you're not allowed to say when you're wrong because then people will just call you on it forever." And it was like, oh, so you are saying you were wrong, but you won't admit that you were wrong, to basically call him out and say that you just slandered a guy for what? Just because you were like playing a stupid game like that the government wanted. There's a lot of crazy shit that Rogan's talked about. And like, if you do your research, it backs it up, which is that they couldn't have ivermectin or any other drugs treat COVID because they needed to utilize like the Emergency Authorization Act or some whatever the rule is that says that you get a full immunity as a pharmaceutical drug company if you develop a drug and there are side effects, if there is nothing else that's on the market that could possibly like be an alternative to that medication. So in order to push the COVID vaccine further, which is what everybody wanted, they had to squash any possible alternative medicine like ivermectin, which was not a horse dewormer, wasn't veterinary grade. It was for human. It's been administered billions of times. It's a drug that it's like taking a Tylenol. Like you can take it. It's not going to have an adverse effect on you. It might not be the greatest thing ever, but it could have some positive impact on like, the recovery time, take it from 5 days to 4 days or stuff like that. But they weren't allowed to, as an establishment, they being like the government and the vaccine companies, weren't allowed to acknowledge that as being a potential drug, because then the pharmaceutical companies would lose immunity for a drug that they knew was going to have problems.
Yeah.
So that is the conspiracy that is not really conspiracy, because it's true, and those are all factual statements, and that they basically pushed a vaccine out that was the only way to solve things when it really wasn't the only way to solve things. And you could have said, hey, hey Trey, you're kind of like a fat fuck, like lose some weight and you won't have COVID bad. It's like that was one thing, like a comorbidity, right?
Yeah.
So there was like that, and like exercise and vitamin D and sunlight, and you could take ivermectin and you could take all this stuff. And so there was a lot of ways that you could prevent it, right? Just with like over the counter, drugs, and like you could lessen the impact, but they weren't allowed to say that any of those were possible, so that they could get this drug pushed through faster.
Yeah.
And he's been talking about that a lot. And then with like RFK and his push on like the vaccine, he's had a lot of people come on and talk about
but
how
this
like, the vaccines
this lady was talking about like childhood vaccines. It was pretty crazy talk. I mean, there was a lot of insane stuff on there that had apparently data behind it, but it was crazy. It's just I heard it and I thought it was interesting because it was a very different view. It's kind of scary because you think about, everybody gets their kids vaccinated for stuff, and it's like you hear a doctor come on and start talking about stuff. It's like, I don't know who to believe at this point. This is kind of crazy.
I think that the what people who are like refuse to look at the other side just want to say that like I'm vaccinating because it's the best thing to do and there's no possible way that there's an alternative that could be better for my child than vaccinating. And like the vaccinations are going to have a positive impact, but there's also a possibility that has a negative impact. And I think the discussion is always like, it's like one or the other, as opposed to just saying like, can I understand like both sides?
Exactly.
Can I understand that like these vaccines are good for some reasons, but also they have consequences? And can we just like maybe we don't give our kids like 50 of them like as soon as they're born in like within like 2 days? It's like, hey, we're going to give a shot and then another shot. And then I remember I thought about it. I was like, this is like a lot of shit that they're like shoving in like a brand new human being that like never happened ever. But then you also say like as a society, it's probably good societally because you can eliminate certain diseases. You can probably on the aggregate help birth rates. But if my son on the micro scale is affected in a negative way with a chromosomal abnormality or something like that, which people say is not going to happen, but there's like debate back and forth, like does a vaccine cause autism, right? There's like things that, studies that will say that it does. But if there's a side effect that's not even like a, autism as a side effect, if it's just a side effect like they have a food aversion for the rest of their life because of these vaccines, or they have a peanut allergy or some other thing, there is still some negative drawback and consequence to them that like everybody doesn't want. They just don't want to freak people out because then a lot of parents won't get it, and then it's less effective in the population because you need everybody to take it for herd immunity or whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's really weird. It's just interesting. It was just really weird to hear that side of it in like such a fluent manner, and actually like not from what sounded like a crazy person, like an actual like, no, I got this. This is on HHS. This is on the FDA's website. Like, it was just interesting. It was very interesting.
And Joe Rogan also brings on people that think the pyramids are like a power plant. So it's like there's like also, and they sound like they know what they're talking about sometimes too.
That's true. That's the thing. You don't know.
He brings on the guy that thinks the moon landing was fake.
So
like, that guy like still.
It's all, you never know. You don't know. But it's cool to listen to stuff and just get all the information. And
Robo's a fake moon landing guy. He does not think we went to the moon.
I don't
know.
love a good
You flat earther?
Maybe we should.
I don't know, man.
Maybe in the future we should all bring like our favorite conspiracy and like.
Bro, I freaking love conspiracies.
I do too, man.
I love
the turn of the
conspiracies.
frogs. Yeah.
Speaking of conspiracies, I don't have actual conspiracies, but I got a couple of
Speaking of conspiracies, I don't have one.
I've got a couple of interesting little fun facts to like end the
Wait,
episode.
hold on. Speaking of conspiracies, I don't have a conspiracy. I have fun facts.
Yeah, speaking of Celine Dion.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple of like fun facts.
All right, let's hear them, and we will. All right, hey, let's play a new game. Fun or not? Go.
Fun with Cardwell.
Game time.
Game time. So the Grand Canyon can hold 1.2 quadrillion gallons.
Yeah.
True.
And there are 8 billion people on the earth
Yeah, you saw this on TikTok.
that produce
You'd have to pee in it.
that
for
produce
like
a half
500
gallon
years.
of piss
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, you'd have to pee on it.
Let
for
me pause
500
for a
years.
second. I produce more than a half a gallon of piss a day.
On average.
On average.
That's what a human
No. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, tell me, am I weird? Do y'all do this? When I wake up in
Abs
the
didn't
morning,
even catch that, dude.
I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
That's all right, dude. You'll
Nothing.
Catch it on the re-listen.
Yeah.
When I don't listen. When I wake up in the morning, I get on the scale
Get on the scale.
and then I pee.
Get off the scale, son.
I get on the scale
Yo.
and then I go pee and then I get back on the scale and I weigh my piss.
Why don't you stand on the scale while you pee?
And just watch it fall
my,
gradually.
Because like once you stand there for a long time, it like digitally locks.
No, get an
in.
analog scale.
I dropped like almost a pound.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, hold on. You didn't finish the thing. What? Just say what it is.
All right.
They have to pee for 8 years.
800,000 years.
Okay, right.
If every person continually pissed into it and did the half gallon per day, it would take 800,000 years to fill.
I mean,
the
like,
Grand
if
Canyon.
I peed, like, that doesn't really surprise me because, like, I couldn't pee up my house in like 800,000 years if just I peed in my house.
Right.
Right? Like, it's like I don't pee that
Right.
much volumatically.
Right.
Yeah.
If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other one I had.
Okay, so two.
Is this another TikTok fun
Okay,
fact?
so that
No,
one wasn't
it's
that
not.
fun.
Okay, let's see. Let's do the next
that
one.
one
This is gonna be
wasn't
good.
that
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
So I don't know if you guys knew this, but when bees have sex, their testicles explode, and their abdomens come off and amputate. So the most of the time, they don't all die from it. They usually die. But so whenever you see bees, probably 95% of the time they're virgins. So
Or females.
When you say
Bees
these,
are
it
or
sounds
females.
when you when you say these,
It could be females, true. The
be
females
no, because they only bang the queens, right?
What? No, I don't think that's how that works.
I think that's
You think the queen's the only one getting deep
Getting
down?
railed?
yeah.
What?
I don't.
Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a bee expert, but every time you say one of these, it sounds like you're setting up a joke. You know that?
True.
I'm waiting for a punchline every time.
Yeah.
Like, that's unbelievable or something like stupid at the very end. It's not a joke. This is.
No, bees testicles explode when they have sex.
And so you're saying every time we see a bee, it's either.
Bees, balls, Battlestar Galactica.
So you're saying it's a virgin bee, but it could be a female bee.
Could be.
But you think the queen's the only one getting laid?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they're all fucking the queen. There's no way.
I don't think they're all fucking the queen, are they?
That's
The queen lays all
reckless
the eggs?
society right there.
Could you imagine over in London they have it's a king now.
What?
Could you imagine if everybody in London was only fucking the queen?
That's why they got jacked up teeth over there.
That would be like every
related.
other
That's why she's on all the money.
every other chick.
I don't know. I was like, where is he going with this?
Every other
Who's the
chick-
chick that did who's the British chick? Bonnie what? What's her name?
Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
Every other
Whoa, son. Whoa, son.
What if every other chick in England
Dude,
was a
she's
virgin
been-
except the queen?
She's been going wild on TikTok right now. She was like at some spring break thing, like banging a bunch of dudes at spring break.
Is that a surprise?
Did 1,000
No.
dudes. She was 1,000 dudes chick.
She's banged 1,000 dudes
In
She
one
was
day.
1,000
One
dudes
day.
in one day chick.
Yeah,
That's who that is.
yeah.
That's why Cardwell knows.
to completion.
Cardwell was 857. Cardwell was 857.
950.
Wait.
857.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, she banged. She wanted to break a world record. She banged 1,000 dudes. She's like British and like she's like got blonde hair and.
Is this the same one that went to the hockey game and they won because we're massive tits?
That viral clip is the best.
Is it the Maple Leafs lucky
I think
charm?
they lost because of my massive tits.
Yeah, that video was mad funny.
That was funny.
The video that you like, not funny at all. But that video was really funny.
She's the best, dude. Mike Myers. He's still kicking, man. That was funny.
Yeah, but that was my thing. Yeah, Virgin
Bonnie-
Bees.
Bonnie's like, my boop. My boop. My boop. What's her OnlyFans handle? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, you liar.
Yeah,
Bonnie
you
Blue
do.
_11.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about it in a while. Should I get on OnlyFans? You think
Only
people-
dads.
You think I'd make money if I was on OnlyFans?
No, definitely not.
Not even a little bit.
Put your feet up for the
No.
camera. We'll have people rate them.
On that note,
We're about to get rich.
if you want to check out a beer stick or a beer bro, you can go to bierstick.com. Use code DADVICE for 20% off of your total order. You can also go and get yourself a bro coaster. They're awesome. And
They are
like I
very
said,
cool.
new thing, the first person to send me one under 3 seconds, a video of them using a bro coaster and going under 3 seconds,
12
I'll-
ounces of beer.
yeah, I will send them $50 to pay for their bro coaster. And
Send them 100, dude.
no, dude, that we
We were
saved
gonna
that-
give 5
dude,
people $100 to beat the time.
That's still there.
Right. We're gonna have
Oh,
to
that's
event.
still there.
That's still there.
We're gonna have to eventually switch that again to be like the first person to beat the time gets $500 and only one winner.
I don't want to pay someone $500.
What, you're gonna pay 5 people $100?
It feels different.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, but like, it's more impressive.
Yeah, it feels different. Anyways, yeah. So bro coaster. Send
Are
us
more
some
people gonna
videos.
try for the chance to win 500? Think about it. Like, think about how many more people buy a Powerball ticket when it's $1 billion. All
All right, I'll send 2 people $250.
right, that's cool. That's cool.
It has been
All right.
decided.
Good compromise.
Decided.
Effort
And
to support.
if you're in the Jacksonville area, go and check out VooDoo Brew Pub. They got the best beers. They got the best food. Pickle pizzas. So good. And
You should have brought.
is
pickle-
that it? Is that
Weren't you
everything?
there before? Weren't you there before you came here?
I was there.
Why
and,
did you get that pizza? Why didn't you bring pickle pizza?
Because it was here and I didn't want it to get cold on the way over here.
No, because you didn't think about it.
No.
Also that. Anyways, I also had one of their little seltzers with the blue spirulina in it. It was very nice because I was there for a little longer. But anyways,
Shout out my wife.
yeah, shout out to Trey's wife. We will have badass little Mike branded gear. I don't know what to call it, but it's awesome. And we'll have that for the next episode. So we'll see you then.